Hi, I'm Iqbal Mehra. I originally belong to Amritsar. We are an old family of now 8th or 9th generation that hails from Amritsar as far as we can trace back our family tree. And before that, going towards probably Central Asia or something like that. But as far as recent times are concerned, we are here to talk about the Jallianwala Bagh. And one of the stories that have been passed down in our family from our grandmothers and our cousins and our cousin uncles is about my great-great-grandfather, who was Rai Bahadur Ratan Chand Mehra, one of the most prominent figures in Amritsar, part of the municipal corporation in terms of establishing the corporation and establishing good governance in the city for the people living in Amritsar, as well as many other charitable activities, such as creating the first tuberculosis hospital in Amritsar, a cowshed, a school for blind children or handicapped, and other very philanthropic causes. So when the massacre happened, the market, which is just outside, was where all the traders, of which we were also part of the trading community over there, we were all situated. And so our forefathers heard what had happened, and they could hear gunshots and everything that went about. After this, what we have come to learn is that the British wanted to cover up the entire event. And they wanted to completely disguise the suppression and maybe give it another twist, or perhaps change history in terms of what actually happened. And they had called 4 prominent people from Amritsar to give their statements in maybe a court of law, or what was to be published, or what was to be sent to the Queen and recorded. And one of the members who were invited by them was my great-great-grandfather Rai Bahadur Ratan Chand Mehra. Now, Rai Bahadur Ratan Chand Mehra already had the title of Rai Bahadur. He already had the title of OBE, which is Order of the British Empire. He was doing a lot of activities in and around Amritsar, as I've already mentioned to you. And his word counted a lot. A lot of people looked up to him. He was a prominent figure. And what he would say would be counted and would be recorded and would be part of history. His next stature that would be granted to him was the title of Sir by the Queen, and which was coming up on the Queen's birthday that year. And as far as we know, that they had asked him to cover up the story and to deny what had happened, or to say that maybe it was mob incited, or somehow cover up what actually happened. And he did not. He told the truth, had the truth recorded, and did not give any heed to them trying to tempt him with the title of Sir, which, of course, as we know that it was not given to him, so we don't call him by that name. And he was not moved by that or swayed by that. And the first and foremost thing, I think, in his mind was to make sure that the true story came out, that people actually learnt of the kind of British oppression that had happened, and that there would be justice, or there would be some kind of answerability, accountability to the actions. And that's how the system, or that's how the records should state, so that the future generations, and at that point of time he was probably thinking about the welfare of the people and the welfare of the governance and the system, that it should be more just towards Indians and not entirely one-sided towards the British.